Okay, we are going to jump in and get started. Please feel free on the chat part of Zoom to ask any questions. I do have my chat pulled up on the side, so I'll try to answer questions as they go. We have 1 hour here, and I know Sundays are hard, but thank you for those that could attend. We are going to run through home spas. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks according to kind of what I did at our Vegas training. And then you'll have time to ask questions. And again, home spas are one of those things that you kind of have to customize to yourself. So we will be talking a little bit how to customize them to yourself. A couple little things to talk about before we get started is we do start Pink Week. Pink Week starts tomorrow. We will have about 10 days of specials, but really I'm just taking it a chunk at a time, and I'm starting myself with this week and focusing on this week, Monday through Thursday. I'm focusing on Pink Week. Friday, I'm focusing on Pink Friday. Saturday's a good one to do, Small Business Saturday, and then you have Monday, which is Cyber Monday. That can be grouped very well into a great Facebook party, VIP event, or anything else that you will be having during this time. Also remember that you have your thankful promotion. So if they put thankful in, they can get $5 off. That's also still going on. And cutoff dates for shipping for Christmas is right now the 18th. With that said, for the 18th, I'm actually choosing to make mine the 14th. The reason being is in the month of December, the 14th will be our last splurge. It is early in the month of December, so it can be in the time of cutoff for shipping. So splurge will be on the 14th. As a business owner, I am choosing the 14th to be my day to cut off shipping, because that allows me time to make sure that weather doesn't come into play, that I'm not dropping things off on Christmas Eve. So as a consultant, you can choose what your date is for your cutoff. But like I said, 18th is what home office is giving. They don't guarantee things by Christmas, but they'll tell you they'll have everything out the door by the 18th. And then you're at the wonderful Mother Nature's, whatever she chooses to hand to your package. So those were pretty much the only things I wanted to jump in and talk about today. Again, I will flip back to the screen and personally show you some things that I have here as far as home spas go. Please, please, please ask questions. And let me know if anything is unclear. All right, let's jump in. Hopefully, Tamika, can you give me a hi or hello in the chat just to make sure I have everything going okay and you can hear me? Hopefully, hear me. All right, let's get started. So we're going to talk in-home spa retreats. So one of the things with in-home spa retreats, the thing with in-home spa retreats is it has been my bread and butter since the day I started with Perfectly Posh. So when I started, I'm not a fan of social media. I love social media in regards to it's helped me grow my business and network, but home spas is exactly where I started my business from. And with that said, I am in the Midwest, and people are pretty good about having home spas, but it is something that, you know, at the beginning, we didn't have something that would tell us, okay, at a home spa, you do this, this, and this. So we kind of had to create the wheel. And I know that kind of scares some people when they get ready to start having home spas. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through not so much of the prep time ahead of time, like as far as
Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
No, you curious. Stop being a brat. What's some mice look like on me?
Tamika, can you hear me now? What is going on? I'm so sorry, you guys. This is a hot mess tonight. Oh, hot mess. Audio video settings. Let's see if we can. Sorry. This is why I like Facebook Live. There's not so much to handle here. Okay, Tamika, can you see my face up in the corner that I can show you things? Or do you just see my screenshots or my screen? Okay, good. I can see you. Good. Then I can do this way. Yay! Okay, I was afraid. Okay, so anyways, let's start all over. So planning ahead. Planning ahead, the things that you want to have ready to go is like a folder or a lap board. These are the things that you prep ahead of time so that when you go into the spa retreat, you feel confident that you have things together and you're ready to go. Now, it's as easy as getting a folder at Walmart, or you can totally do, when I first started, these are ones I purchased on Amazon. So these have like a clear side right here, and then on this side they have a place you can set stuff in. This is exactly what my lap boards look like. And I have this customer care card you're seeing on the slide right here in the front, and I'll tell you how I use this within my spas. But you can easily make these if you have a binder, a trapper, whatever you call it, and it has the open and closure on this part of the binder. All you have to do is use an X-Acto knife and cut down cut the middle side off, and you got yourself 2 lap boards. Very affordable, very easily. You can usually pick them up at like a Walmart or a Target, pretty darn cheap. You don't have to get the clear seals on the back, so you can place something in there, but that does help it for hostesses and hostess specials or anything that you have going on, okay? So that's an easy way to create them. So ahead of time, I always make sure to have at least 10 to 12 of these ready to go. I'll kind of have an idea of how many people will be coming, but I will have these ready to go ahead of time. Now, in my lap board, what I do include a Posh paper. A Posh paper that's labeled front and back, okay? So you're gonna wanna make sure you have that. An order form. Okay, and I've listed these things here so you can kind of jot them down as we go. I include a perks flyer or a brochure because perks is such a wide, there's so many things that go into perks that it's really great to be able to say, you know, we offer a great perks reward program. You know, this brochure will walk you through all the ways that you can benefit from it. So this is yours to take in reference as far as our perks program goes. So I do include that. I have my customer care card, and I do a business card and a referral card down here, which you could just do a business card, a pin at the top. Now my pins are customized as far as my name, my email. So I use this kind of like a mobile business card. But you don't have to use it that way. And then a customer care card. And I'll explain what the customer care card is a little bit more and how I use these in my spa retreat. But this is the prep stuff. This is the stuff you got to get it done ahead of time, okay? So when you're thinking about, I'm ready to have a spa retreat, what do I need to have ready right away? This is one thing you need to have prepared and ready ahead of time. Items in your lap board, items in your folder, okay? And this little screenshot here, you can see the items are listed and then the customer care card is presented. So that's what you're planning ahead with. The next screen is what to bring. What do I need to bring? What do I need to bring to a spa retreat? This definitely is not an event. If it was an event, you would see a lot more in here because I want to make my table look presentable. I want it to look really, really nice. But for a home spa retreat, you don't need that much. You may need a table, and those are things you arrange with the hostess. You may need a little folding table. As you can see in the picture, I have my folding table. Washcloths and hand towels. I always provide my own washcloths and hand towels. You will be doing, depending on your party's facials or other things that I'm always a little hesitant of using their stuff because I don't want to ruin it. So I bring my own washcloths, hand towels, and such, lip wands and spatulas, or Q-tips and craft sticks if that's a better budget item for you. Just things to be able to test the products with. You always want to make sure to have an easy table set up. And we'll talk a little bit about that. Hair bands or hair ties. I will show you these. I buy these on Amazon. I buy them in bulk because I do a lot of home spas. But these are little, they call them softball headbands. Softball headbands. They come in different colors. So I have different headbands. And I bring those because if we're doing facials, a lot of the girls don't really realize they're going to come and get pampered. So we'll need to pull their hair back. So anything like hair bands, hair ties are perfect. And I can share the link. Again, like I said, I order these in bulk, and they're so much fun because you can really get people engaged at the party because I have them in all different colors, and they'll pick their favorite colors. And it's just, the hair bands are awesome. They get excited, and it's like a free thing to take home. So they love it. So hair bands and hair ties and wet wipes. Wet wipes are wonderful and easy to use when you're portable around the house and don't have tons of water access. Make sure you have wet wipes. As you can see in here, the front little picture is my lap boards, all prepared and ready to go. Behind my lap boards is my testers that I'm bringing to share with them. In the middle one is a little amount of table decorations or things that I will need to set up and cart my stuff around. And the one to the right is footsie tubs if I need them, and hand towels, hair bands, and such in that. So really, for a home spa, 1 to 2 trips into the house is max that you'll need. And really, guys, don't overdo it, because we'll be talking about different things that, you know, I've done and I've noticed that I've really cut down on how much I bring into a spa retreat, because it really is getting the product on the people. And we overthink it. We totally overthink it. Okay, so special consultant note. Remember, each party is different. I always come in with an idea of products and systems, but again, you have to roll with the punches. Example, what if you set up, your goal is to, at 6:30, you wanted to start with facials, you're super excited, you and the hostess had arranged for everybody to arrive at 6:30 so you could get started on facials, and no one arrives on time. You have to be able to roll with the punches. If formal getting together and pampering together isn't going to work, how are you going to switch it up to stations easily? So you need to come in not only prepared with material, but prepared mentally for, you know, things to change and things to be different as you go. So that's definitely a huge tip for me, that you have to really come in ready to switch it up. Okay, so now that we talked about preparing, what to bring, we are going to jump into the spa retreat itself. So at the spa retreat, when people are starting to come in, as guests come in, you as a consultant are making sure you are there 30 to 45 minutes before the spa begins. You set up your table, you talk with the hostess, you help her with anything, and you kind of find out, you know, what are ways that you can pamper her? Can I help provide drink service? Can I help you get the food ready on the table? What are you doing to pamper the hostess? But as the guests are coming in, it is really important to build relationships right away, to get to know your guests. So you're going to introduce yourself. Don't just stand there behind your table or over to the side. Make sure to help opening the door, getting drinks, introducing yourself as the consultant for the night. You're going to provide them with your lap board, and you're going to let them settle in. Now, there's a few things that I do as people are coming in, because not everybody knows each other that's coming to the spa retreat. I'll often tell them that, you know, we are going to be having a great time doing facials tonight. If you can take a second on the back of your lap board, and you guys are seeing it here on the screen, I have dry, oily, and normal combination skin. If you can just take a second and read through those and kind of find what your skin type is, it's going to make tonight's pampering so perfect for your skin. And so really it gives them a chance to kind of look at the skin types before we jump into the pampering. I'll often say, you know, as you're sitting here, you've gotten a drink, please feel free to flip through the catalog. You can fill out the top of our Pamper Me guest card, because I'd like to know a little bit more about you. So again, you're just welcoming them. You're building a relationship. You're creating conversation when they come in the door. Okay, did I want to say anything else? Oh, let's go back to this one. So let's say people walk in, no one's coming at the same time, and I all of a sudden have to change my party to a station party, because it just doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to optimize my time by getting everybody together at once. So as people come in, instead of, you know, waiting for everybody to get there, I may ask them if they've had a chance to look online, if there's specific products they're super excited to try and look at. And if they haven't looked online, if they have no idea what Posh is, ask them, okay, so if you have a few minutes in your life, or you're looking at something to just make yourself feel good, do you like hand products? Do you like lotion, scrubs? What kind of fragrances do you like? Do you like sweet fragrances? And you start creating a conversation that leads into sharing and getting product on them in a station situation. So again, it's just rolling with the punches, and being ready to switch things up if you have to. But again, like I said, I have them start filling out the top of their customer care card. I have them start looking at the skin types. I let them look through the Posh paper if they'd like, before we get started, okay? Please ask questions, guys, if I'm moving too fast. Then we start the party. So when we're starting the party, I make sure that I thank everyone for coming and let them know how excited I am to pamper them and share Posh. I welcome everybody, and I thank the hostess for having me. So what you're seeing here is typically what I will do up for a little special gift for the hostess. Sometimes I use exclusive items that are no longer available. Sometimes I know a favorite product that they want, and I will put that together. But I make sure to thank the hostess for having me, for opening her beautiful home, for providing the nice snacks, and just having us all here to enjoy Posh tonight. And I present her with a nice hostess gift. And it doesn't have to be much. As you can see, that's a hand cream here and a little bath bomb and a personalized thank you note. But it's a great way to kick your party off, because there are people sitting there that would totally love this, that they would say, oh, I'd like to get a special exclusive gift, or I'd like to be recognized for having people over. Totally something that you can do to get the party started. Now, introductions. When we get started on a spa retreat, we start out with introductions. And I know this is uncomfortable for some people, but I always make sure to let them know. It helps me to be able to personally get to know them and build relationships with them. So with the introduction, I always will start with the hostess, and I'll have the hostess talk about what drew her to Posh, what are her favorite products, because we know that if the hostess is loving Posh and telling them about products that she loves, it's going to create conversation, and her friends are going to buy into her before they buy into you. So have the hostess, kind of tell what drew her to Posh, why she loved Posh, as far as the first little introduction goes. And then usually I will have them just go through the line. I'll have them say who they are, if they've ever tried Posh before, if they've tried Posh, what their favorite product is, and how they know the hostess. It's super easy. It's super great for all of us to get to know each other. It's a great icebreaker. And then I make sure to hand out a hand towel, a washcloth, and a headband to each person as we do that. So it's a very fluid way to go through it. And at the beginning, before we start going through that, I introduce myself, who I am, how long I've been with Posh. I don't go into the history of Posh, and I don't take a long time, but I just let them know, who I am, how I know the hostess, and how excited I am here to be here to share these great products with them and pamper them and give them a little me time. So I kind of go introduction of myself, introduction of the hostess, where she talks about her favorite products, and then we go through the guest and they introduce themselves. If they're new to Posh, they just say they're new to Posh, or you could say a Posh virgin. It depends on your clientele and what you're there doing. Ha, ha, ha. Posh virgin, or if they've had Posh before, what items they totally love in the catalog. So that's a fast introduction. It gets people talking. They start sharing what they love. So just a great way to get the party started. Okay, so special consultant notes. So before we jump in, one of the things that I will explain is I will first review their folder and the customer care card along with where the bathrooms are and where we will be pampering. We will also explain, so I go through the customer care card and where we will be pampering to kind of set the stage for them. Okay, guys, we're going to be using the bathroom down the hallway. The hostess said that was good. The kitchen sink as far as a pampering station. And then there's one bathroom down this hallway that we'll be using. But right here, and we've already went through this as a training here, what's in our folders. I'll kind of run through the folders with them. I'll say, we've talked a little bit. Hopefully you've had a chance to glance at our different skin types on the back and you've picked out which type is yours. Inside, you have a Posh paper. We will not be going through this paper page by page, but I want you to be able to take this home with you and really jump in and enjoy it because our Posh paper is full of amazing, amazing information about our products and pampering in general. So that's yours to take home and to reference later. You have a perks, and we'll talk about our rewards program because I reward you for being a part and purchasing from the party as long with the hostess getting her perks. You have a order form if you choose to order. But all you really need tonight, guys, is the customer care card. On this customer care card, I just need you to fill out the top portion completely. It'll have your name, your address, and this will allow me to help you pick out and order your products for you. There's a short survey right here in the center that'll ask your interest. The bottom part talks about our perks reward program for you. And then in the back is your wish list. So as you're going through the spa retreat tonight, you will be able to jot down the items that you fall in love with. Remember, we're going to be going through several products tonight. We're going to be doing facial products. We're going to do some hand products. And you'll find our products have very special names, crazy names at that. So I'd make sure to jot those down if you really find one that you love on the back of your wish list. And at the end of the night, if you completely fill out your wish list and the front of your customer care card, I'm going to pick a winner for a prize. So again, you guys, so consultant note is use this to your advantage. If you look closely at my customer care card, the top allows me to get their information, their name, their address, and everything here and transfer it to the order form. So I know when I'm transferring the information over to the order form, I'm getting the complete information. I'm not going to have to call them back and go, I think I wrote down your address wrong, or I think I wrote down your email wrong, because I'm asking them right at the party as I'm transferring the information from their care card to their order form. The middle section actually asks an interest zone from 1 to 10. Let's just jump back here so you guys can see this on the screen. So right here it asks their interest on a 1 to 10, very interested or not interested. And it talks about hosting, it talks about the business opportunity, and it talks about being a part of my VIP page. And they will circle these according to their interest levels. And then at the bottom is their perks. So they fill this out, and at the end of the night, I actually take all of these that are completely filled out and I will draw a winner. You can draw a winner for something free to be added to their products, or a lot of times I'll bring an extra little hostess gift with a hand cream and a bath bomb like this, and that's what that person will win. I also have little things that they can do at the bottom. They can post a selfie for a free lip balm. So that means anytime during the night, they can take a selfie of themselves with a face mask on or interacting and having fun. And when they post it on Facebook and tag me, they get a free lip balm added to their order. Very great way to advertise yourself without doing a lot of work. So as you can tell, that's a lot of information right there already, but hopefully you're able to grab a few nuggets of knowledge of ways that you can take it and make it your own. So right away after introductions, we jump into step 1, pampering. What I make sure that they've done is that they've reviewed and looked at the skin types. And this little sheet I've also provided on Posh Crew. I made this up myself. One side has the girlfriend's guide to skin types. So it helps them pick out if they're dry, oily, normal, or combination skin. Okay, and then on the back, and I just took this from the Posh paper, you guys, and created this. On the back, it tells the items that they could use if they are dry, oily, normal, combination skin. So they can reference these themselves, but it's also great to help you be able to figure out which skin type they are. So first of all, I have them pick up the skin types that they are. And I'm going to run through what we're going to be doing tonight. And we're going to spend the next 15 minutes pampering ourselves. So what I do, as you can see in the picture, is I have 3 baskets. And this is ways I figured out, again, you guys, is creating your own wheel. I ran into issues about overwhelming people with our multiple products that I decided to break them up into skin types. And I have a basket for dry, oily, and combination. And in each basket, the group of girls with dry skin will take this basket with them, which has their face wash, 2 masks to choose from, and their moisturizer, especially if we're starting out with a new group that's never tried Posh. You want to make sure that you don't overwhelm them and you start with the basics, a wash, a mask, and a moisturizer. Or if you don't want to do a mask, you can do a wash, you can do a moisturizer, you can do an eye cream, but you want at least a 3 system to do. And I break it up into these 3 baskets. So I have an oily, a dry, and a combination skin. So the girls break up into 3 groups, and we start out with facial pampering. It's a great way for them to get in groups, to learn about each other, to start interacting between each other. So it's super fun, and a way I found to make it a little easier so I don't have to explain all the different face washes and then say, okay, if you have dry skin, you would want this one. If you have oily skin, you would want this one. This way it's all broken up and they know they have a facial wash, a mask, and a moisturizer. Super easy. And if you're doing stations, if you end up having to do stations, right there you already have your stations predetermined by the facial type. So it's easy to transition depending on what comes about at your party. So step 1 is wash. When we get up and we're divided into skin types, each basket has the products they'll need. They start getting up and they start washing their face. As they do that, they're interacting, but I still continue to give tips and tricks on things that they should be doing while washing their faces, such as circular motions, gently cupping and getting their face wet, only using a pea-sized amount of our product because a little bit goes a long way. And we talk about that as we go through the facial washing. So they don't need to sit there and listen to me say that. They're going to ask me questions while they're washing, and they're going to listen to the tips and tricks I'm telling them as they're going through the pampering. And these girls are going to transition through it. Now, right here, the picture shows them at my suite, and I have 3 sinks. But typically in a house, you're going to have at least a bathroom and a kitchen, and they're going to wait in line, that they're going to be talking, they're going to be eating snacks, they're going to be building relationships while they're going through the pampering. Again, guys, ask questions if you have questions. Okay, mask time follows a face wash time. I will review before we do masks what an on and off mask is, okay? So if you don't know what an on and off mask is as a consultant, you need to visit your Posh paper because it does a great job explaining what an on mask is and what an off mask is. in each little basket with their face wash for dry, oily, and combination skin. I have in there an example of an off mask and an on mask. And so I give the ladies a choice. If they have never done a mask before, I highly recommend that they do the on mask. If they've done a mask before and love a little bit more of an aggressive mask, I let them do the off mask, okay? This is totally their choice. It's in the basket, so it's not confusing over the 50 million masks we have. They've done their wash. Now they're going to go and they're going to apply their mask. Again, sensitive or never done a mask before, I'm going to have them do an on mask. If they've done mask before and they love the burn, the tingle, the aggressiveness of a more aggressive mask, I'm going to let them jump into an off mask. But I am going to explain the difference of an off and on mask before they put it on, okay? Now, once they have that mask on, of course, it's got to sit for a few minutes. And so we actually optimize that time and we do lips, okay? So we've done a wash, a mask. We've gotten 2 products on them. We pamper their lips. So you could choose, typically what we choose to do is we do the lip scrubs. So we'll have little lip wands. Everybody will pick out their flavor of their lip scrub and they'll experience our lip scrubs. While we're talking about the lip scrubs, I'll also mention, we have a reparative mask, we have amazing lip balms, we have lip oils. I'll mention the other things that we have available, but I'm getting the lip scrub on them because I want them to feel what that lip scrub does. And it's a perfect time to do it as their mask is sitting on their face, okay? So we've gotten a wash, a mask, and now a lip scrub. We've gotten 3 products on them, okay? After the mask, we will wash and follow with the moisturizer, which is in the basket. That will be your 4th product on there. Typically, we try to stay to 6, so buy 5, get 1 free, 6 to 7 products on them so that they can really experience some great pampering. We still are really focused on the face at this party, but again, you have to choose what kind of parties you're offering. I offer facial parties, I offer footsie parties, I offer mommy and me parties, I offer birthday parties. That's something as a consultant that you decide what you want for your parties. But these are kind of ways I've found to really let a party flow nicely and keep control somewhat because it can get crazy sometimes. Next one, be social. So some of my notes on the be social part are also first time party. So if you have a girls that the majority of them have never tried Posh before, this is their first party, you want to stick to the basics. Also remember, people will ask questions, which leads into more trying. So you may find that after you do a face wash, a mask, a moisturizer, someone asks a question regarding under eye circles or anti-aging. Even if it's a first time party, you may end up finding yourself pulling out an eye cream, pulling out an anti-ager because a customer has asked during the party. You always want to try to stick to 6 to 7 products on the people to avoid overwhelming them. If you pull out too much, it does get overwhelming. That's one of the reasons why I went to the baskets, so I could make sure that they were focused on the products that were really going to benefit them, but not overwhelmed because I was going over so many products. After the lip scrub, I actually give them a little break time so they can finish up their system that they haven't. They can grab their care card. They can write down some notes on their care card. They can grab a snack, grab a drink. Always remember, this is a social event, so you want to give them time to be social, to have fun. During this time, you're going to be listening as the consultant, you're going to answer questions, and you're going to plant seeds about other hosting opportunities that you offer, such as foot spas, such as girls' birthday parties, such as mimosas and pampering or mimosas and me time. These are the times that you plant those seeds for other opportunities to get others to host, okay? So that's kind of the social little consultant note part. Now, after I've done the face wash, the mask, the moisturizer, and the lip scrubs, the 4 products, we move into hand scrubs, okay? So with the hand scrubs, I usually will do these at the kitchen sink, and you can choose to demo them with our body scrubs, or you can choose to demo those with Snarkies. With Snarkies, you got to make sure you prep ahead of time and you have them cut and ready to go. But you can do both or just one. But we always demo and talk about, you know, turning over the skin cells on our hands gives you a chance to experience our Snarky bars and body scrubs. These are used on your body, but great for your hands too. And then we have them follow it after they scrub, and they can go up their arms with it. We have them follow it with a big fat yummy hand cream. One of the questions I've gotten from my girls is, do you bring just a specific number of hand creams? I actually bring all the hand creams only because I feel like each hand cream will fit somebody differently. I know the feel's the same, but I do like to provide them a chance to try the hand scrubs. So some are doing their hand scrubs, some are over smelling the hand creams ahead of time until they get over to the hand scrubs, and it kind of flows really nicely. So it gives them a chance to really smell and try different things. So again, review: wash, mask, moisturizer, lip scrub, body scrub, and hand cream. We really ideally already got 6 products on them. Their face should feel amazing. Their hands should feel pampered. But I also know that our skin sticks are a very niche product for us, and they're actually a product that has drawn a lot of people in as far as becoming consultants and very loyal customers to me. So the skin sticks tend to, as a fluid way to run the party, go well with hands. I'll often start out not with all the skin sticks, but my top selling skin sticks. And of course, the healer is number 1 for that for me. So I'll talk about the healer and how amazing it is for anything that ails your skin, especially if you have real dry, cracked nails, cracked hands. If you work in the healthcare, these are great for that. I mean, you can throw in, it's great for eczema. I mean, we don't claim that, but people will ask that question. It's okay to answer it honestly by what we've experienced. But the skin sticks do well as far as a transition to be able to say, you know, you'll have to check out our healer. The top picks that I will talk about briefly and give them a chance to try would be the healer, the perk, the sleepy sleep, and those are probably my top 3. Healer, perk, sleepy sleep are the 3 that tend to get the most interaction throughout the spa retreat. But you can pick what you want to start with, and you'll always give them a chance to look and try everything else. So at this point in the party, you want to read your crowd. You want to ask for questions. You want to really engage them. How does your skin feel? How does your face feel? How does your hands feel? What was your favorite product so far? What hand cream did you pick? Because by this part, you should start picking up on very social cues with people. And you'll start to notice if they're starting to check out. Not really check out meaning like they're bored, but just that they've had enough on them that they're ready to kind of either try things themselves, or they have questions regarding specific needs for themselves. So typically this is the time of the spa retreat that I will review specials, talk a little bit, again, reiterate fun spa get-togethers that I offer: Mommy and Me's, Pampering and Wine, Footsies. I let them know that I will be around to answer questions, help them customize their purchase to their needs, and I give them a chance to smell other things. So I may have a few body butters out, maybe not all, but a few body butters. I'll have the skin sticks out. Along with the lips, I may have a few lip balms out. I don't typically go item by item with them, but if someone asks me a question, I have in my magic bag products that I can pull out and help them with their questions or what they're looking for. So this is definitely the time that you really start interacting one-on-one with the people as they're getting ready to check out, okay? You will notice that some will be ready to go right away, and that's fine. We lead busy lives, and they've enjoyed their time, and they need to get home to kiddos. Some will hang around and ask lots of questions and try more things, and then you just allow time and conversation for that. What I'll do is I'll review and remind customers about their customer care cards that they want to fill those out completely so that they can be entered into the drawing. I will individually review with them their orders. So I will transfer their order from their care card to their order form when they are ready to check out. And that gives you a perfect time as a consultant to look at their care card and see, did they mention a 5 that they would be interested in hosting a spa retreat? This is the perfect time to bring conversation up regarding, you know, I see that you're interested in hosting a home spa retreat. Are you more interested in doing something similar to what we have tonight? Do you want to try a footsie spa? What are you thinking? And you're kind of going to introduce conversation that way while you're checking them out. And then if they have 4 products, maybe they didn't hear you. And you have say, you know what, Carrie, you have 4 products on here. Did you know if you add one more product, you get a product for free? You guys, you're not being pushy. You're offering something that is going to give them a better deal. But that's your job as the consultant. That's your job to make sure that you get them the best deal. That's why I love my care cards, because it gives me time to take this information, ask the questions I need to ask, and customize it according to, if they have a whole wish list of like 10 different things, definitely someone that you're going to say, you know what, Carrie, you should host a party. You have like 10 million things on here. You should actually just buy this whole catalog or join my team. That sounds a little forward, but that's exactly what you want to do. That's what this gives you a chance to do. During this time, while people are finishing up trying stuff, you're going to mingle, you're going to answer questions, share tips and tricks. You're going to draw a winner out of the customer care cards. But you guys, there's so many different ways that you can do a spa retreat, and this is just one way. I mean, you can totally just, another good way to do a spa retreat is ask your hostess, what are the 6 items she absolutely loves? And you're going to make it her party. You're going to get those 6 products on her customers that she loves, and you're going to use her love of those products to share those with the friends and family and people she cares about that are at the party. Super easy to do. This one's geared more for pampering, where we're pampering a face, a hands, a lip, and they're leaving feeling pampered and taken care of. But you can definitely change a party up however you need it, whether it's going to be a pick 6 of the hostess, if it's a theme party, any of those things are a go. I do ugly Christmas sweater parties. You can do a New Year, New You party. There's so many ways to do it. You just create a system and stick to it. So just remember, when you're doing a spa retreat, some of the things that are super important is to, number 1, build relationships. You're not just there to sell products. Also build relationships, because the relationships that you build will become future consultants. They will share you with their friends and family. They can be hostesses for you. They can be future consultants for you. So never discount anybody and build relationships. Get Posh on the people. They're not there to hear you talk. They want to interact. They want to have fun. But get the product on the people, whether it's stations, whether it's themed pampering. Make sure you're getting the product. Don't have them flipping through the catalog. That's boring. It's not what we do. We get Posh on the people. Share your passion, you guys. If you love what you do, it should come out in your energy as you're doing the spa retreat and how you talk about the products. Because if you're product of the product, if you're using the product and you love the product, it should come out in your voice and how you explain it and how it makes you feel as a passion. And then have fun with it, you guys. This is your chance to get out of the house. This is your chance to share what you really love. This is your chance to interact with people and to have fun. So not only are they having fun, you should be having fun. And really that was kind of a rundown of my tips and tricks with the home spas. The system that I use that really works. Like I said, I also do footy ones that do a foot soak, a foot exfoliator, a foot moisturizer. That's an option. And I just came up with a system that worked for me. Now, if you're totally still not comfortable in how to do a home spa, 2 resources for you. Home office, after listening to our presentations in Vegas regarding the way we do home spas, they came up with a traditional format for vial and a station format for vial. Okay, now it doesn't have to be vial, guys. It can be anything. So if you want to do a traditional party like what I shared here, this in resources under vial will help you think about the things that you need for setup, what products you need, what literature you need, how to welcome people, how to get product on them. So really it's just taking it and taking the time to be confident in yourself and what you know about your Posh products, how you love them, and share them with people. Now, I'm not sure how long we have. It looks like we have about 2 minutes, 3 minutes before it shuts us off. A little bit longer training tonight, but hopefully the recording, some of you guys can grab it and ask questions. Is there any questions specifically right now from this training? I know it was a little rough at the beginning with the Zoom, but hopefully you're able to grab some things that make you feel confident about sharing Posh with people and getting into the home. This really is probably, I'd have to say, the best use of my time. I have met so many amazing people. I've made great money sharing Posh. As you can see in lots of these pictures, I do a lot of little girls' parties. Tamika, how do I sample the lip balm? Great question. So you can do it one of 2 ways, with the spatula or like craft stick. You can have them scrape it off. If you have a Q-tip or a lip wand, you can have them rub it against it and then apply it. That's usually the easiest way to sample that. With my skin sticks, same thing. I use a spatula or a craft stick and I have them scrape it off the top and then apply it to their skin. So super easy way to demo that. Things that you have to prep ahead of time are going to be things like cutting up snarky bars. If you are demoing our bar soaps, you'll want to cut up pieces of that for them to try. And I often will bring Ziplocs so that they can take it home with them and finish it off. So they'll leave with their hairband, they leave with any samples that they didn't finish, and they'll leave with my mobile business card and my pin. So I really try to get them, my stuff on them with them as they leave. But good question, Tamika. Anything else as far as questions go? Okay, so the mask, good question with the mask. So the masks, I'll go back to these. So how I came up with this system is exactly from the catalog, okay? So what I did is I took the page on, I'll show you real fast, right here, the mask page, and it breaks it up dry, oily, and combo. And I picked an on and off from each, okay? I didn't do all 4 of the normal combinations. I typically will pick Cackle Speckle and Olive Ava Wanted for normal combo. For oily skin, I did Go West and the I'm Turning Blueberry. For dry, I did our new ones. I did the Hot and Gold and the Pearl Perfection in each of the baskets. So each basket had a wash, an on and off mask, and a moisturizer. And they took this, let's say one took it to the bathroom for dry skin, kitchen sink, and you know, you may need a few extra mirrors, just depending on, you know, what your hostess has available for you to use. Good question. Very good question. Well, hopefully that helps. If this isn't exactly how you want to run a home party, that is totally fine. Just, you know, take the parts that you loved or that worked, that you think would work for you, take them and put them into action. I so hope this helps. Again, I'll be available for questions again, and I will get this recording up on Posh Crew so you can share it to your downline, or you can reference it later. So thanks so much for joining me tonight. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday night, and I'll see you tomorrow for Morning Mingle.